the mistake window.
I'm off. All looks great until you can see that gap.
A huge black bear came through the property, frozen in an aggressive stance.
Pile of bear scat, the cabin.
This week at the off-grid cabin, I'm up against giant predators and my own mistakes. And honestly, I don't know which one's scarier. Let's see if I can fix this and get the rest of the windows in. But first, I need to make some quick sawhorses, and I'm gonna do it in my hiking gear because just before midnight last night, a huge black bear came through the property, left charged my dogs, stood his ground. Let me show you how close he came to the cabin without a care in the world. All the lights were on, the dogs were going wild. This bear did not care at all. As you can see, the dogs are right there, and he was standing his ground right about where I have the tripod set up. I could see him out the cabin window, head lower, shoulder blades arched up real high, making himself look big and just like kind of frozen in an aggressive stance, and did a little bit of a bluff charge. And it wasn't until I grabbed my air horn and blew it once and he took off. But just given his boldness and behavior, I'm just gonna keep these things handy today while I work. One horse down, one to go. All right, I've only installed windows once before, so I think instead of starting on the front walls, I'm gonna start in this back corner on this window here, because I'm going to make mistakes and I don't want the mistakes to be on the front. So this first one is gonna be my first go at framing king studs, jacks, cripples, all of that. I did see a photo of our bear visitor from last night, as he also visited a neighbor's house. I'm not gonna share that photo because it's not mine to share, but here is a photo that looks a lot like him. Aww. Not, he looked like this and he acted like this. Oh my God, having sawhorses is so amazing. It's so convenient to just have all this space to work with here. I've been torturing myself for 4 years. If you've been around for a while, you already know that layout is my least favorite part of any build. If I could just have everything measured, laid out, and cut for me, I'd make far less mistakes. I abide by the measure twice, cut once rule. I even take it a step further and sometimes measure about 10 times just to make sure. But somehow, despite this practice, my mistakes are still always in the layout. Even with taking my time, doing more research, and double checking my marks, I often end up being off by an inch or two. But I'm gonna keep taking my time and just do my best. This shed is already a really special space for me. I want this shed space to provide for all life's needs. Whether I'm framing out windows or editing at my desk, staying hydrated is non-negotiable. And to stay hydrated, I need clean water. So I'm integrating the Glacier Fresh U03 reverse osmosis system into this build. I collect my drinking water from local creeks and my rain barrels, but boiling only kills the biological stuff. It doesn't strip out heavy metals or run off contaminants. The U03 makes a lot of sense for an off-grid setup. It uses 0 electricity and operates silently at 0 decibels. It's an all-in-one tankless unit, which saves a ton of space under the counter and eliminates the water leakage risks you get with external tanks. It's compact, portable, and simple to install. Whether you're on city water, a well, or operating out of a bucket and a 12-volt pump like me, The installation is incredibly easy, and Glacier Fresh provides everything needed. It uses a 5-stage filtration process that knocks out up to 99.99% of contaminants like lead, microplastics, PFASs, and heavy metals. Even with that level of filtration, it pumps out 800 GPD, roughly half a gallon per minute, so I'm not standing around waiting to fill up a pitcher. It also runs on a 3-to-1 pure to drain ratio, which keeps water waste down to a minimum, preserving every drop of what I haul or catch. And long-term maintenance is effortless with easy access filters. For an 800 GPD system with 0 power draw, it's remarkably compact and budget-friendly. Clean water is foundational out here, and this system makes getting it effortless. If you're looking for a simple, solid water setup for your home or off-grid build, hit the link in the description and use my discount code to save on your purchase. And thank you to Glacier Fresh for sponsoring today's video. Fortunately, in stick framing, being off by a nominal amount usually isn't a big deal. However, when framing in a window, it is. Windows are already the most vulnerable part of any structure, and if they aren't framed and sealed properly, that can cause a lot of problems. I very seldom do things right the first time, and I've learned from a lot of my mistakes. And this time around, I just really don't want to make any big ones that force me to have to completely redo things or risk damage to my new shed. After all, the purpose of this shed is to make my life easier, not more difficult. But it's funny how we make our lives more difficult in the pursuit of making it easier. Okay, my first additional king stud for window number 1 is in. I'm gonna call it a day for now, and tomorrow I will start making headers and doing measurements to see what I want to cut out of those middle studs and use as cripples. All right, I'm jumping back on windows today. Yesterday I got a little distracted.
On those factors and dig into the bullying that
Today is the hardest day, getting the first window fully framed and figuring out all that layout, making a ton of mistakes. But now that this framing is almost fully done, I just need to fasten everything. I think that the remaining windows will go much more quickly. I hope. There's no reason to not get this window in today. Woo! Oh my god, I would have been so mad if it didn't fit. Cool. I guess it's time to cut the siding out and nail this window on. Oh my God. Now I know the best tool for the job of cutting the siding out is a Sawzall. And despite already knowing that I just don't have the right touch for that tool, even with the studs as a guide, I tried it anyways. That attempt just reconfirmed that I just don't have the finesse to wield this wild saw and stay accurate. So I relied on my multi-tool and skill saw to get the job done.
Got it.
I need new batteries. They're all dying so fast. But at least I can just come in this way now instead of going around. I literally have to wait for a battery to charge to finish this cut. All my batteries are dead. Now I'm not sure what happened between this dry fit and the final hanging of the window, because right here things were looking really good. Perhaps I just didn't look closely enough. Looks like crap.
I'm out at the shed!
Once I started the flashing, my friend arrived with snacks and support and hung out with me to get this window hung. It wasn't until right here that I noticed. Well, this side of the window looks great. I need to add more nails to the fin. I just have it tacked in right now. But this side, I'm off quite a bit. So I'm gonna have to add a piece of trim so that I have something to nail into there. And that's why I wanted to do this window first instead of one of the windows in the front, because I knew this would be the mistake window because it's my first one. And I was off a little bit. It's okay, I can fix it. I'm just glad it's not one of the front windows.
All looks great until you can see that gap. Pretty significant. And I'll have to do better on my next one.
This is Hidden Brain. I'm Shankar Vedanta. In the 17th century novel Don Quixote, imagination was sort of knew her. He was just making this. Seems to be a bias, an error in judgment.
Okay, all right, I got this trim piece in and caulked to fix my mistake. What a pain in the butt. All my batteries died again trying to make that rip to get the width I needed from that scrap piece of wood. So I ended up hand sawing a lot of it. And it's getting dark. I just really wanted to finish this window today. And I finally did it. Okay, with my last bit of daylight, I'm gonna get this window nailed in. They say it only gets harder before it gets easier. This one window took me several days to complete, but I think the hardest part is done. I made the mistake. I can correct my layout accordingly for the next 5 windows. And fingers crossed, I get at least one of those perfect. Until then, I'll see y'all later.